So it turns out that drinking tea while wearing mittens, not an easy thing to do. I want you to suspend disbelief for a second and imagine that all intent signal tools were 100% accurate, that they could perfectly identify which of your ICP is actively in market right now for products just like yours. It still wouldn't be enough. You see, marketing's job is not to identify and find accounts who are actively in market. It is not to acquire leads of people who are actively in market. Its job is to create awareness with accounts in your ICP so that when they are in market, you are part of their consideration set. Then those efforts make a ton of sense because now you are much more focused in your sales effort, having already done the marketing work. And there's a point I want to make here, which is that today's marketing impacts tomorrow's buyers. And yet, in B2B, we start and end our marketing efforts inside of a quarter, assuming that a thing we do at the start will drive results at the end. That's just not how marketing works, not with considered purchases. And you might be saying, hey, we just launched an intent program, bought X tool, and we're seeing great results already from it. I don't doubt that you are, but I do want to break down what those results probably look like. Let's again assume that there are no errors, there are no false positives, and everyone in your list was in market. You won some of them, and you didn't win others. Of those that you won, the odds are that a majority of them were already considering you as an option. Maybe you managed to get yourself ahead of other people in that set, but you were in that set all the same. You have done something akin to a very expensive version of branded search. You went after people you'd already done work with, and you managed to win them. So again, nothing wrong with that. That's one of the main uses for intent signals, pointing you at people you've done the work with. And then there's probably a sliver on top of that, which is people that may not have really been considering you, but you managed to get yourself in there and sales did a good enough job going, hey, we're also worth considering. That's a tiny sliver. That's the hardest part. Trying to win and successfully winning when you were not in the consideration set to begin with is a massive uphill battle and is in no way scalable. And then everybody else on that list was probably really in market, but you had completely missed the boat and they were already thinking of other options and you never stood a chance. That's the reality of today's buying that wasn't impacted by yesterday's marketing. You have to do marketing now so that in the future, when those people are ready, that work pays off. You cannot fast track your way to it by simply getting in at the end and sliding into the DMs when they were about to make a decision. It sounds really nice. It never, ever, ever works to a degree that is scalable. That part's key. Maybe it will work once or twice, and that's often enough of a signal for people to go, wow, look at this. We can skip the hard work. And then you try and see if it scales, and it doesn't. Today's marketing impacts tomorrow's buyers, and all of those intent signals are great once you've done that work. But if you haven't done that work, you're just finding a lot of people who weren't thinking of you. This, by the way, is what's known as an establishing shot. It shows you the whole woods. I've been getting very fancy now, right? It's not cool this time. Success.